ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਦਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਤੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਫਤਿਹ. My dear Sikh brothers, Kashmiri brothers and Muslim brothers in New York and all the community, all the human beings who are living in this world. Almost 3 months are going to be done when Mr. Modi has enforced curfew in Jammu and Kashmir, and genocide of Kashmiri Muslim brothers is going to be done, and every sort of cruelty is being done with them. The girls are being raped, the boys are being abducted, and the houses are raided by the Indian Army. It reminds me 1984, which remains one of the darkest years in the modern Indian history. I think India wants to break the record of that history. In the year 1984, Prime Minister Indira Gandhi ordered a military assault on the most significant religious centers of the Sikhs, Darbar Sahibs. Darbar Sahib Amritsar, the Golden Temple. That act killed thousands of civilians on October 31st, 1984. Mrs. Gandhi was assassinated later on by 2 of her own Sikh bodyguards because she humiliated there the most sacred place of Sikh Dharam. They consider Golden Temple as Muslims consider Khana Kaaba. They consider Golden Temple as pious as the Jews consider the Wall of Temple or the Temple of the Mount as pious. Her assassination triggered genocidal killings around the India, particularly the India's capital city, New Delhi. It was later on reported by the international media that thousands of Sikhs were killed in that day, in that night. Thousands of Sikh girls were raped and kidnapped. Frenzied mobs of young Hindu thugs, thirsting for revenge, burnt Sikh-owned stores to the ground, dragged Sikhs out of their homes. Cars and trains were looted, then clubbed them to death or set them aflame before raging off in search of other Sikh community, other Sikh victims. Witnesses watched with honor, witnesses watched with a great horror as the mobs walked the streets of New Delhi, gang raping Sikh women, murdering Sikh men, and burning down Sikh homes, gurdwaras, and their sacred places. Not only this was done, but the pious, holiest book of Sikh Dharam were also burnt in Gurdwara Sahibs, and the Sikh literature was burnt. Every witness accounts describe how law enforcement and government officials participated in the massacre by engaging in the violence, inciting civilians to seek vengeance, and providing the mobs with weapons. This was the story of one night. What Indian Army did in Golden Temple, Darbar Sahib, Amritsar, is not a hidden story. Not only Jarnail Singh Bhindranwala was murdered, but thousands of his followers and ladies and Sant Sahiban were killed. That story is now once again being repeated in Kashmir. I request the whole Sikh community, Muslim community, and even the Hindu communities, please stop Mr. Modi to do the genocide of Kashmiris. We don't want any hatred between the Hindus, Sikhs, or Muslims. We want that all of us are human beings and we should love the humanity. We should regard the religion of each other and we should let everybody to live his own life, in his own belief. It is my humble request, and I request the international community and the United Nations, the Jews, the Christians, the Muslims, the atheists, the Sikhs, the Hindus, please look what Mr. Modi is going to do in Kashmir. Almost 90 days are going that every single Kashmiri is being killed by the Indian 800,000 militants, military forces. They are not allowed to get out of their homes to survive or to bring food items for them. It's a great misery of the human being. I once again request all of you to be united against the fanatic actions of Mr. Modi. Vaheguru da Khalsa te Vaheguru di Fateh. Jive, Jive, Kashmiri Jive. And I also say that Hindus are our brothers. We are not against any religion. We live like one community and we should regard each other and each other's beliefs. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala nabiyyina Muhammad sahib al-jud wal karam. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.